Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Is Clyde Weston awake? Because it sure feels like the big bad wolf of Salem is out of his coma and out for blood. And EJ DiMera is standing right in the crosshairs. So let's just dump all this information right now. Because EJ is in deep trouble. Deeper than usual. We're talking about a massive drug crisis hitting Salem. And it all points back to Clyde. Or does it? Let's look at the facts. Clyde has been running drugs through Salem for years, decades even. He is the kingpin. He is the guy who pulls the strings from the shadows. So when a tainted drug crisis suddenly blows up in EJ's face, you have to wonder, is Clyde pulling the strings from a hospital bed? Or did he finally wake up and decide to frame EJ for the whole Coriseal mess? It makes too much sense. Clyde hates EJ. EJ hates Clyde. They have this long, toxic history of destroying each other, and now people are dying. Innocent people. And EJ is the one holding the smoking gun, but we know Clyde. We know how he operates. He loves to watch his enemies squirm, and EJ is definitely squirming right now. And let's talk about Coriseal. 2 years ago, DiMera Pharmaceuticals had a huge problem with this drug. A bad batch, tainted with arsenic. Arsenic, just crazy. EJ was supposed to destroy it. He was supposed to follow protocol and incinerate the whole batch. But he didn't, because EJ never does the right thing. He cuts corners. He hides things. So instead of incinerating the toxic pills, he buried them. Where Smith Island, right near the Horton cabin. We found this out thanks to a frantic conversation between EJ and Rita Leslie. Rita knows the truth. She knows the drugs were buried in the dirt. Arsenic doesn't just go away. It seeps. It poisons the ground. It leaches into the soil. And now it is coming back to haunt EJ in the worst possible way. Because the arsenic is in the water supply. And innocent people are paying the price. Destiny died. Her sister Clea died. They overdosed on this garbage. And Sarah Horton is running around trying to figure out why her patients are dropping dead. It is a total nightmare. Which brings us to Holly Jonas. Poor Holly. She has been through so much with the bullying and the Sophia drama, the fake suicide notes, the online hate. But now she is physically sick. She was hanging out at the Horton cabin on Smith Island with her friends, and she drank the water. The well water, the same well water that is sitting right next to EJ's buried stash of arsenic-laced Coriseal. Holly's test results came back and they found Coriseal in her system, but she didn't take any pills. She swore she didn't take anything. She just drank the water. Tate Black is freaking out. He is stepping up and demanding that the well water gets tested. Sarah Horton is already looking into this. She tested the water once, and it seemed okay at the time. But arsenic is tricky. It hides, it settles, and Sarah is going to dig deeper. Because Holly is the only one who drank from that specific tap. And now she is poisoned. So Tate is on the warpath. He wants answers. And Brady is helping Sarah investigate. EJ's going to have a lot of angry parents coming after him very soon. Nicole would lose her mind if she was here. Just a total disaster. But wait, that is not EJ's only problem. Because his financial empire is also crumbling right in front of his eyes. Enter Gabby Hernandez. Gabby is always making moves. She is always scheming. And right now she is living with Philip Kyriakis. Philip was panicking because Titan took out a massive loan and they were going under. They were about to lose everything. So what did Gabby do? She used her new DiMera inheritance. She took DiMera money and paid off the Titan loan. Wealth bought the debt, but it was Gabby pulling the strings with DiMera cash. When EJ finds out about this, he is going to absolutely lose his mind. He hates Titan. He hates Philip. He hates the Kyriakis family. And he definitely hates Gabby messing with his family's money. EJ is going to explode. The veins in his forehead are going to pop. He is already stressed about the drugs and the murder cover-ups. Now his bank accounts are being drained to save his biggest corporate rival. It is a total disaster for him. Gabby is playing with fire, but she doesn't care. She just wants to prove her loyalty to Philip. Even if it means starting World War III with EJ, and we haven't even talked about the most heartbreaking part of all this. Lexi Carver, EJ played God. He used his miracle drug Versavix to bring Lexi back from the dead. It was supposed to be his greatest triumph. He paraded her around. He gave Abe and Theo false hope. They thought they had their family back, but it was all a lie. Because the science is failing, it was always going to fail. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf had to deliver the worst news possible to EJ. The lab rat died. The serum has lethal side effects. It causes mania and then death. And now Lexi's health is deteriorating fast. She is getting headaches. She is collapsing. Rolf told EJ straight up that Lexi is not going to make it. She is going to die again. And EJ has to carry that guilt. He brought his sister back just to kill her a second time. Abe Carver is going to murder EJ with his bare hands when he finds out. The grief is going to destroy that family all over again. Abe is going to snap. He already kicked EJ out of the hospital room. It is just so tragic. Lexi deserves better. So EJ is cornered. The drugs, the money, Lexi. He is completely desperate. And what does a desperate EJ do? He drags his own son down with him. Johnny DiMera is currently the co-CEO of DiMera Enterprises. He just wanted to build a good legacy. He wanted to do things right with Theo. He wanted to clean up the company name. But now EJ is pulling him into the mud. EJ is going to demand that Johnny help him cover up the Smith Island disaster. EJ will ask Johnny to do something highly unethical, like destroying evidence or erasing the paper trail that leads back to DiMera Pharmaceuticals. Johnny is going to be sick to his stomach. He has Chanel to worry about. Chanel is pregnant and fighting breast cancer. She is going through chemo. She is having bleeding scares. Johnny doesn't need this stress, but EJ doesn't care. EJ only cares about saving his own skin. And if he has to sacrifice Johnny's morals to do it, he will. But this is going to cause a massive rift. Because Chanel will not stand for EJ corrupting her husband. Johnny's going to have to make a choice. His father or his soul. And let's not forget about Sarah and Brady in all of this. They are playing detective. Brady is officially working for Black Patch now. And Sarah dragged him into this Coriseal mess because Destiny was her patient. But Brady isn't ruthless enough for what they need. So Sarah secretly brought Xander into the mix. Xander knows how to lean on people. He knows how to get answers out of the DiMera goons. But this is creating a massive love triangle. Sarah is supposed to be in love with Brady. They just confess their feelings. But every time she works with Xander, those old sparks fly. She is magnetically drawn to him. And if Brady finds out that Sarah is using Xander behind his back to investigate EJ's drug ring, he is going to be crushed. EJ already tried to expose Xander and Kristen's secret hookups to Sarah, so the tension is just off the charts. Everyone is lying to everyone. And it all leads back to DiMera Pharmaceuticals. The tainted drugs are tearing couples apart, tearing families apart. So let's circle back to Clyde Weston. How does Clyde fit into this massive web of DiMera destruction? Think about it. Clyde ran drugs across state lines for years. He knows the black market. He knows how to move product. He is a criminal mastermind. What if Clyde got his hands on that tainted Coriseal years ago? What if he knew EJ buried it on Smith Island? Clyde is a mastermind of revenge. He killed Abigail. He tortured the town. If Clyde is waking up from his coma, he is going to want to destroy EJ completely. Framing EJ for a massive public health crisis is the perfect payback. Clyde could be pushing these toxic pills back onto the streets of Salem right now. Without anyone knowing, he could be making sure the evidence points directly to EJ's desk. How many more people are going to get sick before the truth comes out? Destiny is dead. Clea is dead. Holly is poisoned. Clyde is sitting somewhere, maybe in a hospital bed, just smiling, because EJ is taking all the heat, and Clyde is pulling the strings. It is brilliant and evil. The July sweeps are just going to be a bloodbath. EJ is fighting wars on every single front. He has Sarah and Brady breathing down his neck about the dead patients. He has Tate screaming about Holly's poisoned water. He has Gabi stealing his money to save Titan. He has Dr. Rolf telling him his sister is dying. And he has the ghost of Clyde Weston orchestrating his downfall. It is raw, unfiltered chaos. And we are here for it. But you have to feel bad for the collateral damage. Johnny is being forced to choose between his father and his soul. Abe is going to lose his wife again. And Salem is facing a drug epidemic that nobody saw coming. We just hope Sarah can figure out the water test before anyone else drinks from that well. The Horton cabin is supposed to be a safe haven. Now it is a toxic wasteland. Just like the DiMera legacy, it is all falling apart. And we will be watching every single second of it